It's me, Yas Nandini. Welcome back to our channel MCM, a middle class mom. As we live in Rayalaseema region of Andhra, that too in Chittoor district nearby Karnataka borders, our dishes will be of mixed taste. They taste very different. I want to share some of the dishes that we prepare regularly at our homes. Today I am going to show you 3 of the recipes. Generally, in some of the regions of Andhra, they call rasam as charu. But today I am not going to show you the rasam recipes. We prepare any one of these recipes at least once in a week. They won't get spoiled at least for 2 days. They taste good with ragi ball or with rice. Actually, I have learned these recipes from 3 of them. One is from my mom, one is from my mother-in-law, and the other is from my elder mother-in-law. When we don't have any veggies at our home, then we can prepare these simple and easy recipes. Let's have a look on the recipes. Please do watch the video completely, and if you like, give me a thumbs up, share, comment, and if anyone watching our channel for the first time, please do subscribe and press the bell icon for the notifications.
First recipe is peanuts charu. Ingredients are roasted peanuts 1 tablespoon, jeera 1 teaspoon, black pepper half teaspoon, garlic 3 cloves, tamarind small lemon size, chili powder 1 teaspoon, coriander powder 1 teaspoon, turmeric 1/4 teaspoon and few curry leaves. Firstly, heat a pan and add 2 teaspoons of oil. Then add jeera, black pepper, garlic, tamarind and fry them for a minute. Here you can even soak the tamarind and grind. Cool it down. Now take a mixie jar and add this along with roasted peanuts, chili powder, coriander powder, turmeric and salt. Add little water and grind it into a fine paste. Now heat 2 teaspoons of oil in a vessel and add mustard seeds and jeera. When they start spluttering, add the ground masala and mix it once. Pour some water into a mixie jar and add it to the masala. Here, totally including the mixie jar, I have added about half liter of water. Mix it well and add curry leaves and allow it to boil for about 3 minutes and add little jaggery to taste. Here you can skip the jaggery. Once again, boil it for another 2 minutes and switch off the flame. Do not boil this more. Peanuts charu is ready. Actually, ours is a joint family. My elder mother-in-law is famous at preparing all types of these recipes. Among them, this is a special one. Second recipe is pappu charu. Ingredients are 1 large onion, 1 large tomato, 7 garlic cloves, fresh or dry coconut 1 tablespoon, jeera 1 tablespoon, black pepper half tablespoon, tamarind a lemon size jaggery 1 tablespoon, chili powder 1 tablespoon, coriander powder 1 tablespoon, turmeric 1/4 teaspoon and salt as per taste. Tur dal 1/4 cup. Firstly, clean the tur dal and soak it in a cup of water for about 15 minutes and add half teaspoon turmeric and 1 teaspoon of oil and pressure cook this for about 5 to 6 whistles. Now heat 2 teaspoons of oil in a pan and add jeera, black pepper, onion, garlic, fresh or dry coconut, tamarind and fry them until the onion turns golden brown. When they get cooled down, grind them once in a mixie jar. Make sure the dry coconut pieces are mashed well. Now add the chopped tomato, chili powder, coriander powder, salt and turmeric and grind them to a fine paste. You can even add all at once and grind them. As dry coconut pieces are hard, I did so. Now into a vessel add 2 teaspoons of oil and add half teaspoon mustard seeds, half teaspoons of jeera and few curry leaves. When they start spluttering, add the ground masala to it and fry it for about 2 minutes. Add some water to the mixie jar and pour this into the masala. Now add the boiled and mashed tur dal to this and also add half more liter of water to it. Here in total I have added about 900 ml of water. Now check the salt once and add if needed. Boil it for about 20 minutes. Now add 1 tablespoon of jaggery to taste and boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes. It tastes good when we boil it more. Pappu charu is ready. This is one of my favorite dishes. I have learned this from my mom. My mom and grandma prepared it in a similar way. When my mom prepared this, I used to have even for 4 days sometimes. It tastes that good. Third recipe is Chintacharu. Ingredients are jeera 1 teaspoon, black pepper half teaspoon, methi seeds 1/4 teaspoon, coriander seeds 1 teaspoon, tamarind a lemon size 4 to 5 garlic cloves, 4 red chilies, jaggery half teaspoon, turmeric and salt as per taste. Firstly, soak the tamarind in water and extract the juice. Now into a pan add 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil and firstly add jeera, black pepper, methi seeds and fry them a little. And then add red chilies, coriander seeds, garlic one by one and fry them for a while and cool them down. When this mixture gets cooled down, add this to the mixie jar and add the salt and turmeric and then grind it into a fine paste adding little water. Now heat a vessel and add 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil. When it's hot, add mustard seeds, jeera and curry leaves. When they start spluttering, add the ground masala and then add the extracted tamarind juice and mix it once. Add some water into a mixie jar and add this to this masala. Here in total I have added about 750 ml of water including the mixie jar. Do not add more water as it ruins the taste. Now check the salt once and if needed you can add here and bring this to the boiling point. Now add little jaggery to taste. It is completely optional, you can skip this process. Boil it for about 3 minutes and switch off the flame. Do not boil this much. Chintacharu is ready. When we don't have any veggies at our home, we can try these simple recipes. All these recipes taste good with either ragi balls or with rice. While having with rice, potato fry is a good combination. I have learned this from my mother-in-law. This is one of her best recipes that I like. You too try these recipes and let me know through the comments.